John Pollock here for Post Wrestling, joined by Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. And the Judgment Day has become such a pivotal group on Raw in the WWE. I want to go back, though, to the formation of Judgment Day and when it's pitched to you, what your ideas were, or at least your reaction when this group was pitched to you.
I've always been very reluctant to approach any factions, having had success in Japan with factions, and for fear of comparison to that. And kind of not living up to, what my expectations of a faction would be. When Judgment Day was originally pitched, it was pitched in a very different way than it is right now, and it actually involved Edge. It wasn't until the day of that the kind of Judgment Day that you see now was kind of put into, I guess, its infancy, which was removing Edge and having myself, Damien, and Rhea. And I almost got more excited because myself and Damien were chatting. Myself and Damien have been friends for a long time since NXT. We kind of built a mutual respect in the ring, which then carried over to outside of the ring. And I felt like any success that the Judgment Day would have had Edge been in the group, everyone would have attributed that success to Edge, right? But removing Edge from the group, now you have to attribute the success to the group itself.
That's it.
Right? And that's kind of the discussion myself and Damien had the night we removed Edge. And, it was on us to make it work. And it was what we weren't leaning on, a Hall of Famer. We weren't leaning on a legend. We weren't leaning on whatever 14-time world champion. We were leaning on each other. And I feel like that's where we grew the most as individuals and as a group, and we had to grow together, and then we added Dom, and the rest is history. So
was that a turning point? Like, at what point is it clicking in your mind that, okay, now we might have had growing pains at the beginning, but now, man, we're firing on all cylinders. Everyone's invested in the four as opposed to one, and having background figures. That's not the case with this group.
I feel like we were starting to get momentum right before we added Dom, and I feel like that's when things started getting interesting. When we started teasing, Dom turning on his dad, and getting to work with Ray. Ray's incredible performer, and brings out the best in everyone he's in the ring with. So I feel like he really brought out the best in me and Damien as well. So I feel like everything just started to fall into place. But really, once we added Dom, things really kicked into gear, and getting just to stand beside him in the ring while he's getting all this heat was just such a cool moment. The first couple of weeks he turned heel, and it's been fun.
Is it? I'm sure it is, but kind of validation that with all this work you've put into it, we're now seeing, your segments, you guys, you're moving numbers. You are, a huge part, whether it is Dominic and Rhea going down to NXT and you see a spike, whether it's, your segments, that this is a group that you're not just part of the show, you guys are difference makers.
We don't look at ourselves like that. We just go to work and have fun. And I feel like if you approach it like that, it will reflect in the work, and the people will pick up on that feeling, and it will make for interesting or good TV for some people. And I've been enjoying it. Damien has been enjoying it. The group we've been having fun. So I feel like that kind of people pick up on that energy, and they relate to it. So.
Last question, are you still keeping tabs on some of your old stablemates in New Japan? Are you following the G1 or anything like that? Or is it kind of just, it's WWE 24/7 and hard to keep attention elsewhere?
Yeah, I've a full-time job here in WWE, and New Japan, as much as I love it, was 9 years ago. I look back on that part of my career very fondly. I'm still very good friends with a lot of those guys, but my mind is on what's happening in WWE and Raw and SmackDown, and not anywhere else right now.
Well, we wish you all the best going into the show, and congratulations on all the success you're having.
Thank you.